Category 1 storm, but it will diminish in strength down to a tropical storm before making landfall on Saturday morning. So here's the timing played out. The heaviest rainfalls will hit southwestern coast of Nova Scotia, Yarmouth, Dickey, Shelburne on Saturday morning, with wind gusts getting up to 110 kilometers per hour. Saturday evening, slowly shifting the risk into widespread Maritimes, and then by Sunday it will diminish considerably as it makes its way into Newfoundland. So in terms of timing, here is Saturday morning. The largest impact will be in that mid-afternoon range, and then widespread rain showers as those bands start to impact all the way across.
Hello, my little rays of sunshine. How are you all doing out there today? I'm Michelle the Introvert, and today is Friday, September 15th, 2023. And this weekend is going to be a very interesting weekend, and I'll tell you why. Tomorrow, Hurricane Lee is supposed to make landfall here in Nova Scotia, and I've been doing some prep work just in case our power goes out. How about I show you what I have here? This morning I made this loaf of bread, but I used my handy dandy bread machine. And yesterday I made another loaf of bread just so I had some extra to make sandwiches in case the power goes out. I also made these tea biscuits this morning and a small batch of applesauce. And in the back here, I have my Neo-Citron handy because, as you can probably tell from my voice, I have a cold that I'm battling. I also boiled these eggs this morning because you never know what I can use this for if the power goes out. And yesterday I did some grocery shopping, and I bought this cantaloupe, some strawberries, and this here Black Forest ham for making sandwiches. So these two things here will be going together to make a really nice sandwich for everybody. And in my garden I picked these cucumbers. I almost forgot to mention that I picked up bananas as well. Those are just a few of the things that I have in case the power goes out this weekend. I am also going to make sure that there's extra water in the fridge. And a few days ago I went and picked some blackberries, and I made some really nice blackberry muffins. So the next thing that I have to do now that I have all the kitchen work done for the day, and that is I have to go outside and bring in the patio furniture and bring up the pick up the solar lights and put them in the shed. Anything small that the wind can kind of blow around. Yes, or blow away. So I'm going to head outside, my friends. I'll put this here stuff away first, and then I'm going to head outside, get that work done, and put everything in the shed. We have 3 solar lights in the yard, but I'm going to put them in the shed for safety. Joshua actually gave these solar lights to his dad as a gift. So they're really nice. This is Joshua's. So that's going to come out. We definitely don't want this to disappear in the wind tomorrow. And these cute little frogs. Aren't they cute? I'm going to take those into the shed as well. There's Captain, or we call him Cappy for short. He has come to help out today. Hey there, Cappy. Are you going to help me out? Bring stuff into the shed? That's going into the shed. And those 3 chairs are going into the shed. And right now I still have my clothes on the clothesline. I did all of the laundry this morning. And by supper time these will all be dry, and I'll get them in the house. How's your day going, huh? How's your day going? Are you having a good day? I'm glad you came to visit. He's a very gentle soul. Aren't you, Cappy? Yes, you are. Every time we come outside, Cappy comes to visit. Well, I best get a move on. Gotta get these patio chairs into the shed. It's going to be interesting, so to speak, how this storm is going to affect my vegetable garden. I'm not sure. I hope that all goes well. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow, I guess, eh? What happens? How my plants do, how they survive. It's supposed to get pretty windy, and every September, just like clockwork here in Nova Scotia, that's when the hurricane season begins here in Nova Scotia, every September. So this is not new. We have our barbecue here, and Gerald is going to buy some bungee cords when he gets off work today, and he's going to attach it to that fence so that the wind doesn't knock over the barbecue. So as soon as Gerald gets home from work today, we're heading to Canadian Tire to pick up what he needs. We picked up everything that we needed at Canadian Tire, and because it's getting very close to supper time, I think we're going to pick something up for supper. Pick something up for supper tonight. What's in the Subway bag? We have chicken teriyaki, ham, and turkey. So those three subs are what we're having for supper tonight. And Joshua picked the ham sub, and it looks delicious, Josh.
Yeah.
Enjoy. And he has some ginger ale in that green Tupperware cup over there. It's going to be a nice supper. Joshua's having his supper right now. But before I have my sub sandwich, which I ordered turkey, and I'm looking forward to having that for supper with a glass of ginger ale, Before I eat, I want to bring in my clothes off the clothesline. Yep, before it gets too dark out here. Hello, my friends. It is the next day, and instead of coffee, I have Neocitrin. I woke up this morning with a sore throat, so I've taken some Halls just to ease it a little bit. But now I'm taking some Neocitrin. You can probably tell by my voice that the cold is still there. It's settled in my throat here. So I didn't film too much this morning because I was doing a lot of coughing anytime I tried to talk. But it's not so bad now, so here I am. And I'll give you a bit of an update on how things are going here in Nova Scotia. There are 100,000 people out of power, and the light above my head, it's been flickering. So I am hoping that we don't lose our power, but we'll wait and see. But there are over 100,000 people here in Nova Scotia without power. Also, there are over 600 power crews available here in Nova Scotia as well. And any time now, Hurricane Lee should be upon us. We're just at the beginning stages right now, but once Hurricane Lee gets here, they're expecting up to 120 kilometer gusts of wind. So that could be interesting, my friends. So what am I doing while we still have power? Well, I decided to cook a large meal. Instead of us having supper, like our big meal that we normally have at supper time, I thought while we still have power, I'll make our big meal right now, and tonight we'll just have a smaller meal. But just to ensure that we can have something warm to eat, I've got a few things on the stove and in the oven. In pot number 1, there are some potatoes. I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. And in the back, I'm just going to turn this off. Oop, there's some steam. I have some carrots in there that I took out of the freezer. And in this pot here, there's some corn on the cob. And I have some meat in the oven. I'll show you. Here are some pork chops in my oven, and I've got some garlic salt and different spices on the top of them. So that should make for a nice meal here at lunchtime. So that's a little bit of an update, my friends. I'm going to finish off my Neocitrin here. It'll help my throat and my cough. And I'll talk to you again soon, okay? In a few minutes. We've had our lunch, and I am finishing off my Neocitrin. And I'm kind of just laying out here on the couch. Yeah. Does anybody want a cold? You can have mine. Hopefully this Neocitrin will help get rid of it soon.
Latest advisory that just came in, we're looking at now post-tropical cyclone Lee. Not much has changed with the advisory, still producing those hurricane force winds though.
So we've been watching the Weather Channel this afternoon here, and it looks like Hurricane Lee has kind of turned into a different direction. So here in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, we're not getting the full extent and wind like was earlier predicted. So that's good. And we still have our power on here, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm also thinking of those who have lost their power here in Nova Scotia. I'm hoping that they can get their power up very soon. When we went out earlier this afternoon, there was a lull. The wind was a lot calmer, but as you can see, it's really picked up. It's really picked up. And there's no way we go out with it as windy as it is now. But there was like a small window of time there where everything had settled down and we were able to go out and see different things, different wind damage. But now, there's no way I'd go out in that. My corn tipped over. And my garden, well, the netting is still intact, thankfully, so far. And it's definitely a lot windier than it was this afternoon. It comes in gusts, and when the gusts come, it gets incredibly windy. Here comes another gust. There's a little close-up of the garden. I'm actually surprised that the netting has not ripped from the wind. I'm thankful though. Hello there, it's a new day. It is Sunday, September 17th now, and we made it through the night and we didn't lose our power. Although I will say that a lot of people here in Nova Scotia are still without power, unfortunately. So I'll be glad when everything gets restored so that they can get their lives back to normal. But here in Yarmouth, it seems that the storm has passed us. When I woke up this morning, the skies were gray, but now the sun is out and the skies are a beautiful blue. So I'm happy and relieved that this storm is now behind us. And this morning I took a little bit of this Robitussin here. I don't have as bad of a sore throat as I did yesterday. I still have a little one, but I thought I'd take some of this morning. It's coming, it's coming. It's gonna take a few more days before I get this cold cleared up, but I'll be glad when I do. It's funny because last year this time I had a bad cold too, so hopefully this won't be an annual thing. Well, my friends, I want to thank you for keeping us company during this storm, the time of Hurricane Lee for 2023, and it's always great to have your friendships. And if you like this vlog, please give us the YouTube thumbs up or press that subscribe button. That would be great. And I have more vlogs coming up, so stay tuned and I'll talk to you all soon. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye. Bye.